Prepare to have your perception of justice completely shattered as we grant you exclusive, never-before-seen access to what has been controversially dubbed a five-star hotel for murderers and rapists, Halden Prison in Norway, completed at a staggering cost. The philosophy here completely upends the traditional concept of punishment. Instead of bars and concrete, the $250 million facility is nestled within a lush, calming forest, utilizing natural light and humanistic design to aid rehabilitation, but critics call a lavish vacation destination. Inmates are housed in private, furnished cells that look more like university dorm rooms, complete with mini fridges and soot bathrooms, large unbarred windows, and flat-screen televisions. And remember, these are maximum security prisoners, including some of Norway's most dangerous criminals. The prison boasts a professional-grade recording studio, a fully equipped rock-climbing wall, a grocery store for inmates to purchase and cook their own meals in shared, modern kitchens, and guards who are unarmed and actively encouraged to eat and socialize with the offenders to build trust. This revolutionary, expensive, and baffling approach is tied to Norway's astonishingly low recidivism rate, forcing the world to ask, is this radical luxury the secret to stopping crime? Or is an outrageous reward for the worst members of society? Wait until you see the basketball court. Welcome to a correctional facility that looks like a high-end architectural firm's headquarters or an upscale resort, the Justizanstalt Leoben in Austria, which has become a global flashpoint for the debate over correctional human rights. Designed by architect Joseph Johansson, this structure is less a fortress and more a glass and steel cube of minimalist modernism, boldly inscribing the words, "All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights," directly onto its perimeter. This is a prison where the windows are floor to ceiling. The cells are spacious, private, and offer scenic views of the surrounding mountains, a sight almost unheard of in any correctional institution. Each inmate lives in a single-occupancy cell with a private bathroom, a small kitchenette, and a balcony or loggia, granting them private access to fresh air, features more luxurious than many apartments currently available for rent in major cities. The facility's commitment to rehabilitation includes a stunning amount of independent movement, allowing inmates to access workshops, recreational areas, and a fully equipped fitness center without constant supervision, cultivating an atmosphere that feels less like incarceration and more like a structured communal living arrangement. The question remains, when a prison provides such an exceptionally high quality of life, does it truly serve as a deterrent to the serious crimes that put people behind its beautiful glass walls? Imagine a low-security prison where the security perimeter is nothing more than the cold North Sea, a luxurious prison set on a picturesque 2.6 square kilometer island where inmates are not only given the keys to their accommodations, but are actively encouraged to enjoy a seemingly normal life. Bastøy Prison, another controversial jewel in Norway's crown of penal reform, houses its inmates in quaint, wooden cottages that resemble a charming coastal village, and life here is structured around self-sufficiency and environmental responsibility, where the most important boundary is the inmate's own self-control. This correctional camp operates a fully functional community with its own ferry, farm, and beach, where the criminals, including those convicted of murder and sex crimes, work on the farm, tend the animals, and even engage in activities like horseback riding and sunbathing, all while wearing their own clothes. The ultimate clickbait shock comes from the realization that this facility's core mission is to treat inmates like responsible neighbors, not caged animals, making their punishment less about physical suffering and more about the crushing psychological weight of being restricted from the outside world, despite the apparent vacation setting. Critics argue that the experience is an insult to victims. Proponents point to the nearly non-existent return-to-prison rate. Next, we cross the North Sea to Scotland, where the privately run facility of HMP Addywell redefines the concept of learning prison, utilizing its commercial contract to implement conditions of staggering comfort and resource access. While its exterior may resemble a modern business park more than a punitive institution, the facility operates on a philosophy that mandates a minimum of 40 hours per week of purposeful activity, which includes vocational training, education, and skill acquisition designed to make every inmate immediately employable upon release. The cells are single occupancy, bright, well-maintained, and boast private sanitation. But the true luxury is found in the educational amenities. State-of-the-art computer labs, professional workshops, and classroom environments that rival those of a major college campus. This focus on individual development and mental stimulation, rather than idle time and degradation, has earned it global recognition, but also the inevitable accusation of pampering offenders. It raises the chilling question of whether the pursuit of a low recidivism rate is inherently at odds with the public desire for traditional, harsh punishment, especially when considering the sheer taxpayer expense involved in maintaining such a comfortable and rehabilitative environment. Finally, we travel to the stunning, remote landscapes of New Zealand to explore the Otago Corrections Facility, a modern institution that has embraced rehabilitation to such an extreme that it features amenities designed not only to soothe the soul, but to teach valuable, real-world skills in a remarkably comfortable setting. While perhaps less overtly Scandinavian chic than Halden, the facility's commitment to providing a humane environment is unparalleled, offering spacious, well-lit accommodation, extensive educational programs, and a host of services aimed at improving the mental and physical health of the inmates. The most shocking element? The prison runs a fully accredited training center that teaches skills like dairy farming, light engineering, and cooking, ensuring inmates leave with certified qualifications, making their time served feel more like a prolonged, mandatory career training program. The facility's architectural design maximizes the use of natural light and open space, creating an environment explicitly engineered to reduce hostility and stress, making the day-to-day life of a prisoner here radically different from the dark, brutal reality seen in most of the world. Witness how this remote facility is turning criminals into skilled tradespeople, and decide if this level of comfort is truly justice.